Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts. Turns out in my matrix, the worse we treat you, the more we manipulate you, the more energy you produce. It's nuts.
The flow perpetual, the clock spinning, acting like they know me. They don't know me, unpredictable, I'm unevictable. I'm not the super, I'm the driver like the JFK shooter. Fireworks, popping them like it's 4th, cracking the 5th till you 6. VD, where we all sleep, or is it where we come alive again? All I know, I'm sick and tired of being lied upon. They gave you your truth, get up off your horse you ride upon. I ride alone, it's a lonely road. Lies got me using sacred geometry, deciphering codes. Lights through the TV penetrating the soul. Better be aware, or be trapped in the square, which is using all these symbols, trapping energy here. I'm capping them, spin them around Pac-Man, I'm trapping them. The rhymes are gritty, rip through your city like a blazer, emitting light like a laser. You worship agents. Collectively, the world is starting to wake. The ones that run it shaped like a boot, it's starting to shake. Dressed like Quakers, hidden hands standing beside them. Make sure the plans of success keep the people distressed. Confused and divided, they know them headlines, putting stress lines in your head. Words are energy, so when you laugh, why do you say I'm dead? Think about it, ask the question. Class no longer in session. They got the whole world asleep. Hard men turn to sheep, splicing genetics. We mice to these medics. They can't see me in the G's kinetic. Shake them one by one till they awake. They got the whole world asleep. Hard men turn to sheep, splicing genetics. We mice to these medics. They can't see me in the G's kinetic. One by one, shaking them till they all awaken. Till they all awaken. Till they all awaken. Till they all awaken. Back. This one is for the more advanced, the deeper researchers. Because if you're someone that's still attached to the red, blue, Republican, Democrat, left brain, right brain, left wing, right wing, part of the same plane, then you might not like the video. You can still watch it. Might not like it. So I'll bypass some of the stuff you've already heard 1,000 times already, and I'll just get into the deeper stuff, and that is, if you had that question, oh, is it set up? Is it not? Is there some kind of code to this? Is it a script? Are they following it? Is Trump following it? Again, you watch my videos, you know how I feel about the situation. A lot of you are. I always brag about you all, even though it's such a small little community. About 2,000 is what the numbers tell me. Who knows? Behind the scenes, it says that. When you look on YouTube, it's like 1,400. Anyways, great little community, and everyone's knowledgeable. I don't have a whole bunch watching the video and saying, "Nah, this is stupid, makes no sense." You get it? So I'll start it off by reiterating on something I told you a long time ago in my videos a couple years ago. That when I was 18 and 19, I was locked up, got in trouble. I got a year in a boot camp program. So when I was in there, though, I read the whole Bible, reading through Revelations, and kind of had these visions that they'll present to us as the devil or the beast. It was Trump, and that was a long time ago now. So it's just funny the way things work out years later, decoding symbolism and tying in Trump to all these things that I kind of already knew and felt way back when I was, again, 18. So we'll get into it just by simply breaking down the etymology. This might be a little kindergarten for you, but let's go through it, because all the words attached to the word Trump, they all make sense. Let's go through it. So the word Trump means playing card of a suit, ranking above others. And just with that there, that's why in the 1700s they would change the name to that for multiple reasons, but one is because there is a royal bloodline connection. He's a high-ranking position, just like I heard Bro Sanchez mention. I mean, I see it myself, but he's the only other one I've seen or heard talk about it, that to Israel, Trump is a king, you know? So here goes the second one, Trumpet. And of course, because the Bible, and that's part of what I told you when I was 18, you know, I already had that syncretism going, because when I thought of Trump, reading Revelations, the trumpets, instantly thought of him, rich, wealthy, powerful man. And that's before he was really in the political game like that. Trumpet, long like tube, musical instrument, of course. Also, trump, fabricate, devise. From earlier, trump, devise, cheat. From Middle English, trumpet. Late 14th century. From Old French, trumper, to devise, a word of uncertain origin. To mock. To blow a trumpet. To play a horn. Act a fool. Triumph. So, by etymology, some of you like, yeah, I already know that. That's fine, but I'm syncing it all together and tying it all in to show you why. Because again, their name wasn't Trump, it was Drumpf. Possibly wanted to hide the German roots, even though he kind of lets you know he's German. But again, it's to play out the script. Also, it has a big part of why I believe that they changed the name to Trump. And he certainly is the Trump card, isn't he? Don't get any more in your face, guys. It's a movie. It's a script. The presidency of Trump was scripted in a lot of movies and shows, not predicted. Like Simpsons is basically the mothership, right, of putting out the symbolism. And it's in everything else, but, you know, to refer back to the Simpsons, everyone always does. But Back to the Future, he's the president, he's Biff. I mean, it's in the cards. That's all you really need to know. There's a lot that trust Trump. But, you know, however, I've seen it over the years, every new guy that they put in position gains the trust of most of the people. Because, again, looking for that hero. So, you know, a lot don't think that Trump is cabal, Illuminati, part of the scheme. I know he is, from my perspective. And also there's things that I've talked about for a few years. I'm sure others have mentioned that, you know, you got Trump and Hillary, they attend each other's weddings, the Clintons and the Trumps. And I've mentioned it to someone face to face, and they said, well, of course, man, when you're in that level in the political realm, of course you're going to go to each other's parties. I'm like, what? Why would you go to your enemy's party? What do you mean? And they didn't say much after that, because you're not thinking logically. You're going to your enemy's house and parties and weddings? What are we talking about? It's because I've heard others say they fund each other. That's true, but it's because they're related through bloodline. Simple search you could do, and there's a lot of it. For these kind of things, I suggest going through other search engines, and when you type what you want, go to images, because in the images there's going to be a lot of stuff you could click on and take you to articles and stuff you're never going to be able to find typing in the regular search. Anyways, Trump and Hillary related to the King John of Gaunt. That's a way back connection. Yeah, I'm sure we could find someone, one of you listening, that has some kind of 18th back, you know, to a royal family. I get all that, but now we're talking about in the world stage, though. I don't really consider it the same when you know, more looking at the world stage and the jesters and these characters they put in front of us, and they happen to have all these little relations and connections. So I said I wouldn't really comment much with the Trump assassination, but I will a little bit, because basically from when it happened, you know, I was kind of thinking that, especially as soon as the gun came out, the gun they're attacking for years and years, that's the gun again, right? In almost every big shooting like that, always that gun. And that's that seems to be one of the guns that you'd have a fair shot if, say, there was some kind of civil unrest and chaos and Mad Max scenario going down. A gun like that, you got a shot. They don't want that, huh? So, because, and now, look what they're doing a little while later, and you even got like Alex Jones and Roger Stone and all those guys saying this term, assassination denier, for people that might be saying, you know, it was a blood capsule, or just the whole thing set up. And deep researchers, they know it's set up. Come on now. It's in the cards. I always like to refer to it. And now whoever the Steven Jackson, fake name, whoever that actually is, it's really doesn't matter, because we know the masterminds behind who put the cards together and what they're attached to. And that's not the only marker and evidence for that everything's a script by the Bible being lived out. There's a lot of symbols revolving around Trump that tie it all in and seal it all up, seal the deal for me. What I'm going to do right here is, if you got any level of discernment, you could add this up and say, oh, damn, yeah, this is, it's set up. And it's in the cards, man. It's all in the cards. Everything that's happened or is yet to happen, they've laid out in these cards. When they get close to the end of, you know, when they get close to their reset. So, I just got a quick question. Because, you know, the guy's name, the shooter's name, everyone knows all the stuff. I'm not going to add any, I can't add anything new as far as that. BlackRock commercial, the building's owned by BlackRock. I got a quick question for you, though. Regarding it being set up and Trump's involvement, does Trump have any friendly relations with BlackRock or Larry Fink or Blackstone and Schwartzman? Because these guys, again, are tied in and they're Rothschilds. They all sit on the board. All right, we'll just do a little simple Gematria. I want to show you how it's set up. If you want to see it. If you want to see it. Let's screen share. Thomas Matthew Crooks. Let's see what it equals in Gematria or Gematria. One of many avenues to decode this strange place we live in. The word matrix is right in it. Hebrew 1706, English 1482, simple 247. Sparks will fly. The witch's hymen. Whoa! What do we have here? Donald, Event Horizon. Show over. Wow. Do we need anything else? Decode it, getting ready for the transition. Wow. The Simpsons. A Donald Trump event horizon. And what are we doing? We're in Gematria and Thomas Matthew Crooks equals 1706, as well as Donald event horizon. Let's keep on going down and see what else we see. Low blood pressure. That might give some people high blood pressure. Depends. Emergency broadcast message. We will make America great again. Now we're going in English. 1482. Thomas Matthew Crooks equals that. And so does we will make America great again. Yellowstone volcano. It just popped off a little. Yellowstone. You could damn near read the script, guys, going through here like this. Man. Hail Trump, father of America. Again, this is Thomas Matthew Crooks' name equaling 1482. And also, Hail Trump, father of America does. What's the odds? What's the odds? If you think it's coincidence, how strange. The rapture of the church. All right. So when this happened, I had an idea to see, because you know everything's done by numbers and signs, symbols, dates. I had this idea to see what all other events, major events, happen on that day. All major events, historical events. We'll go with the first one. Doesn't matter. It's all going to be in there. Well, damn, the first one that pops up. Capture of William I, England. We could go all the way back. There's something in here I want to show you. I just don't know if it's in this one. Alright. So I'll read through some of these. There's so many. Capture of William I. This is on July 13th. Same day, oddly enough, as the thing, All the way back, 1522. A lot of major things happen on this day. Romanov succeeds his father, Michael, the Tsar of Russia. They're all important. I'm just picking, but Constantine up here in 1700. (1800s). Patents for locomotive wheels. A lot of war stuff, of course. New York City draft right, anti-draft protests turned violent. Over 100 killed, including lynching of black, 2,000 injured, and 50 buildings burned. Riots last 3 days. Let's keep looking. Sarnoff. In 1930, David Sarnoff reports in New York Times, TV would be a theater in every home. It would be, and it is, huh? A cult. Celebration right here on the same day. Hollywoodland. 1923, the Hollywood sign is officially dedicated in the hills above Hollywood, Los Angeles. It originally read Hollywoodland, but the 4 last letters are dropped after renovation in 1949. Look what else. 1960, U.S. Democratic Convention nominates JFK. Is that just coinky again? Coincidence, coincide? Write those 2 words down and look at them. It's pretty much the same word, and that's because when you get enough of them, they add up. They coincide. the coincidences do. Look what else. 62, U.S. performs a nuclear test at Nevada test site. I mean, that's why you got so much, you could find so easily, like all the alchemical names and all the rocks like Thor, Storium, and things like this come from explosions, you know? So...
Always running so they never catch me half-stepping. They set shit on fire, direct energy weapons. They funded hate groups and riots right before the election. Open up your third eye and see God's reflection. Trump, that's the trumpet. Trump, that's the real name. That's way back before the name changed. And Biden's probably a clone. I don't pick sides, I ride alone. It's all an act, can you see the game? We headed for disaster, looking at the rapture strings pulled by the puppet master. Dive deep into my mind's eye, try to show you a light now, don't be shy.
First, there's two Trumps. One in the red tie is the real one. The one in the blue tie is not. The one you saw last night after the victory was the blue tie. Now, if you would punch up Dr. Carson, Ben Carson, when Trump called him a pedophile, and the next day he joined Trump, and the guy asked him, see, every now and then you slip and say something? He said, why'd you do that? He said, it's two Trumps.
Let's flip the script, switch to the running mate real quick. There's a lot of info, you know, decodes or whatnot that's already out there about her. Kamala Harris, and like, you know, her first name literally means Kali, the goddess of destruction, right? But let me reconfirm that though with what I see, because her middle name is Devi or Devi, root word of devil, Diva, D-E-V-I. And it literally means mother goddess, Durga, Kali. So, and since my YouTube has been up here, that's part of my mission, is to expose what I see and what's going on, and the symbolism behind it and everything, and all the connections. So, you know, obviously, should be pretty well known that they're playing out the mythology. And they're acting out on the world stage, the script, and obviously she is playing Kali, the goddess of destruction. So, because of some of my past videos, and I know others, maybe you, curious what you think too, down below. I initially thought it was going to be Trump getting back in, and that's what the book from the 1800s, 1890s was about. But that was when he got in the first time. It already happened. Rioting and all that stuff. Burning shit down. But Mother Kali, that's the goddess of destruction. Of course, that's in front of CERN as well. And again, you know, not only it's in the name right in your face, what does she do usually? Going around dancing and laughing. Literally playing out the role. It's crazy. She's another actor. Not as dumb as she looks. She was wearing an earpiece though last week. And now when you look up her name in Gematria, I say it both ways. I know the real way is Gematria. The dumb version is Gematria. Her husband looks like a Russian mafia guy. I wonder what his tattoo means. So, her name lines up in Jewish with Star David. And this is the one I wanted to show you though, is Operation Blackjack. I know nothing about it. I'm gonna look into it. Interesting again, because you know Kali is referring to black as well, depicting her as black. Now let's go back to the tip of the spear. In English, it's 888 for Donald J. Trump. Very deep numbers, powerful numbers. a lot of meaning within that number, those numbers. Finished cross, spirit birth, Jesus, cross, righteous God, God's anointing. All the way down, my morning star. This is some of what I wanted to show you. Here is nuclear weapon is also 888, along with Donald J. Trump in English, Gematria, as well as maybe a date we should all look out for, everyone. December 7th. Okay. Time traveler. How crazy is that? Donald J. Trump also equals time traveler. And the tie-ins with Tesla's technology, Trump's family. That's interesting, huh? Because you got all the references in Back to the Future about Trump, or Biff being Trump. And then also the books from the 1890s, Marvelous Underground Travels of Baron Trump. I've read both of those books more than once. You should check them out. I mean, the Marvelous Underground Travels of Baron Trump. Plain as day. His son is Baron. It's pretty similar artwork as far as his face on the cover from way back in the 1890s. And the book has Master Don in it. There's a whole underground royal society, a whole elite system underground. They're just giving you little clues and hints in this book. It's a very deep book. I would suggest it if you're into figuring, these kind of things out. And then again, it's a post-World War book. That's why they're underground. I wanted to add this in, actually. So, speaking of the Back to the Future, now look at this from the Back to the Future. I caught something. If any of you watched my first video, it's not even on YouTube, it's on like Instagram. I just wanted to have that video somewhere. Had it on the website, have to rebuild a new website now. Anyways, in that video a couple years ago, 2020, I was showing you how a lot of these guys, they use fake names, like the word Fauci. It's most likely a fake name. In Italian, Fauci means jaws, basically. Jaws. Just like what a shark would do is kind of what his job was to do, right? A couple years ago. But again, look right here in Back to the Future. It says Jaws 19. Jaws means Fauci. It also means sickle. Like what Saturn holds. Reaper. It all makes sense for this guy. Clown. Get out of here. What's sad is the common everyday person. If you were to show them all this up to this point, they'd still say, still voting for Trump. I mean, do what you want. I don't vote either way. I see past all the BS. That's what these videos are about. Nah. I understand it's just a game. Thing is though, I'm a symbologist, so now I'll really seal it up for you. Let's go into some of Trump's logos and symbols that he uses. I've shown these before in previous old videos. For the times though, definitely necessary. Again, the point to this video is to show you how this is all a game and a script. And they're all actors playing it out. So you already know about the cards. You know the charismatic leader card, the enough is enough, the Teflon coating, that's the court cases. It's in the cards. It's a game. Ask Trump. But one of my lines I say, pick one, red or blue, two sides of the same coin. I thought you knew. You can see the snakes coming out their mouth, son. So why make a choice when you know the outcome? For instance, Trump's coat of arms. I've decoded this in one of my other videos, but on the top, the arrow. If we're looking at it in an alchemical standpoint, arrow means to purify. Also looks like a spear, because they call him the tip of the spear. Alex Jones always calls himself and Trump the tip of the spear also. This shows you how deep they go with the symbolism, because MAGA means magician in Sanskrit. And if you look at the 12 tribes of Israel, one of the original tribes is Dan. I think I've said it before. Others probably have said it. Trump comes from the tribe of Dan. One of their symbols is a snake. Again, this is how deep they go with the symbolism. When he got in his presidency, what'd he do? Hit us with the snake speech.
That snake gave her a vicious bite.
Trump is definitely telling the story with the design of the Trump Towers in New York. If you look at it from an aerial view, I don't know if it's still like that, but when they had the green on the building, it literally looks like an arrow, like a missile or something hitting down in the city. Just like how we won't even get into the money and the newer 100. We all know already the newer 100. It looks like a scene out of one of the end of the world movies that they give us. So I wanted to clip out what I just showed you, because I put it in like 2 different videos already. And I wanted to save the best part for last. But first, a couple of Trump's logos and symbols before the main event. And you already seen it. I don't know if you caught it in the coat of arms. But first, we'll go over here to Trump's Turnberry, Scotland. Yeah, it looks like a little lighthouse, right? To me, though, how I look at symbols, I think it's deeper. I think it's kind of symbolizing North Pole symbolism, the light pole. What I mean by that, and if in my, I'm sure maybe others think this, my conclusions, the pole star, and it's with the wordplay, the pole star, it's electromagnetic energy that keeps this place running. It's the center, and the pulsar is a pulsar. It's also a beam of light, right? So, and there's obviously, it looks like it's sitting on top of an animal. Now, but when you flip it upside down, it gets more interesting. To me, it looks like a bomb. What do you think? Similar to the Tesla symbol as well. And here goes Taj Mahal, which, that's the torch. Same as on the Statue of Liberty, which is kind of depicting Lucifer. But again, for me, this is North Pole symbolism. And now Taj Mahal, oddly enough, backwards, pretty much means like meat peasants. Trump had a big part of Taj Mahal. Can't forget about the Operation Warp Speed. And then you got, again, Trump Tower. Looks like a missile coming in. Okay, and so again, what did Trump do during the first attempt when they tried to take him out? Guy was on the roof, half hour, whatever. Yeah, that time. Yeah. Remember, he raised his fist, right? Well, I'm a symbolism guy. I know what that fist means, and some of you might even know. That's a commie fist, my friends. There's many hand signs and symbols that they use to infiltrate in, movies, TV, music, or whatnot, and they're a part of the Communist Party, so you're gonna see those symbols a lot. But Trump is raising that fist. That's a communist hand symbol, guys and ladies. So, and the fight, number 666. Just like Thunberg a few years ago, the FFF, Fight for Future. Now let me go back though, because if you didn't catch it, this should blow your mind. And what I'm doing here is, again, putting the nail in the coffin as far as if someone would think, was this set up? Did he have a part of it? Nah, there's no way none of this is set up. Well, what am I about to show you? I already showed it to you. Show you again. Trump's coat of arms. Look at the fist. Look at the fist breaking out the top, the box, which is, again, the Israelite, the Hebrew, the symbolism as well up there. Showing Saturn symbolism, and also quite possibly the whatever event breaking the sky open, just like it's been written about. Yeah. If you've been studying for a while, you've already came to the realizations that symbolism, it's layered, it's sacred geometry. So there's messages within messages, codes within codes. In computer term, being if it was a simulation, on how you program in a simulation, it's called sigils, though. You know, sigil magic, how the symbols can trap you and lock your mind and program you, my friends. So what I'm here for is the reverse of that, TVD programming. And we already went over the tip of the spear. That means to purify the alchemical symbol, right? To purify, to reset. Yeah, come on, guys. This is nuts, right? Let me know what you think about that. In conclusion, if there was a communist takeover of a country and they created a two-party system and both sides are manipulated and controlled with pretty much the same agenda, if not the same agenda, what would it look like? You're in it, my friends. Protect you and yours. See you on the next one.
If the sky was falling down and the end was near, you better grab your baby tight and have no fear. Right now, time's critical. They program your mind, got the whole world political. Deprogram your mind. We're plugged into the system so they can't extract our divine. Darkness is only a phase. We live the cycle they tried to keep us weak in a daze. One thing I promise, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. No, no, no. No, I won't be afraid. No. Tell the truth to try to make us stop. That'll never happen. Better grab the mop. We here to sweep them up, 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 up. Up. If the sky was falling down and the elitists go underground, I'll stand up. Darkness is only a phase. We live the cycle they tried to keep us weak in a daze. One thing I promise, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. No, 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 I won't be afraid. No, 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 no. Never truth to try to make us stop. That'll never happen. Better grab the mop. We here to sweep them up, 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 up. If the sky was falling down and the elitists go underground, I'll stand up, man up. The time is right to unite. Stand up and fight for your freedom.